Holy shit, what a few days it's been. Summer Games Fest has been amazing this year. There have been so many titles revealed and so many games I'm excited for. I have of course put together a list of indie games that I look forward to the most that's been revealed or shown off this Summer Game Fest. So let's take a look. We start off with Wanderburg, which is an open world roguelike where you're playing these castles on wheels. It looks super cute, love the style of this one. There is always something satisfying about starting off small or weak in these types of games and then just grow in strength and size. I think this one looks very interesting and super cute. And I wonder how the progression system will be in this one for each run. If there are a ton of different modules or cannons and different style of castles you can build. And then this being an open world style of an action roguelike is interesting. I wonder how that will work. The map will be procedurally generated, so that will also be interesting to see how it will play out. The release of this one won't be until next year. Next one is Berserk or Die. This is a crazy title. I just bought it. I haven't tested it yet, but it looks like so much fun. And you're basically mashing the keyboard and using the mouse, so the name kind of fits. And this is kind of an action beat 'em up in side-scrolling format. Doesn't look like the most advanced game, but it looks like a lot of fun. And you should probably not play this game with the most expensive keyboard you own. But really fun seeing someone doing a game like this. It is out already. It dropped when it got announced on the 8th, and you can get it for less than $4. Next up is Truckful, a game about delivering goods to different people on the countryside. A very cute little game that looks kind of challenging, but also very relaxing. It seems like you're going to go off-road quite a lot with things not always going to plan, going through underground caverns, being chased by a giant truck. I do really like the style of this one. It seems like you're going to be able to upgrade your car. You will of course have to deal with different types of cargo and packages. This game is developed by Mythic Owl, who have previously developed Planet Tiles, which is a puzzle game I like very much. So I'm very interested to see what kind of experience this will be. Next up is Sword of the Sea. This one has been teased a long time, but they finally showed off a bit more of the game, a bit more content, and I think it looks great. The gameplay is all about surfing on your sword, traveling across the lands, restoring a lost ocean. It of course reminds me a lot of Journey, and that's not that weird because it's from the same artist that is behind Absu, The Pathless, and then Journey as well. So you definitely have the incredible visuals in this game, and what looks like a gameplay that is more open-ended. You get to do a bit of tricks, exploration, platforming. Yeah, I think this one looks great. Release is planned for 19th of August, so not too far off now for this one, and I'm very excited. Then we have Corebreaker, a fast-paced action platformer with roguelike elements. I like the look of the gameplay. It looks very cool, very fast-paced, with high precision, and like the visuals are amazing. The graphics are pixelated, but there is so much character in all of the animations, in all of the different abilities and weapons you have. And I like the focus here on action instead of releasing this like a Metroidvania, because this could easily have been a Metroidvania, but the developers clearly wanted to make an action-focused game. And it looks challenging, but you have over 20 permanent abilities to unlock, 50 plus upgrades to kind of morph the experience to what you want to play, and more than 40 weapons as well. There is a demo if you want to try it out today. No release date for this one yet, unfortunately. Next up is Ball Pit, and this one is doing a lot of things. The core gameplay is a survival roguelite, but there is also base building in this one. But then you're also playing on this narrow map, much like a Tetris map, and you're shooting different types of balls, trying to kill everything on the map. And you can fuse these balls in order to get new abilities. It looks crazy, but it looks like a lot of fun as well. I do wonder why the game has base building. Sure, it gives bonuses and unlock new powers for you, but it might be too much. But I do like that they're trying a lot of different stuff in this one. I hope it doesn't get too repetitive and that the board isn't too cluttered. There is a demo for this one available if you want to try it out today. No release date for this one yet. Next up is Tenet of the Spark. And you don't see single-player fighting games that often. Sifu comes to mind, but Tenet of the Spark is a very interesting title, as you are switching between 3 timelines. So modern day, the Viking Age, and the Aztec. And along the way you do a lot of fighting, up close and personal for most of it, for what it seems like. They have not shown much at all of the game. I think there is 23 seconds of gameplay, but I really like the visuals, the switch between 3 timelines that are very distinct. I'm very interested to see what the story is going to be, and also how the gameplay will evolve. It says that there will be exploration and puzzles in this game as well, and you can see in the trailer that you have a few different abilities, but that you also can switch between the timelines on the fly. But yeah, I'm super intrigued, looks really cool. No release date for this one yet, unfortunately. Then of course we have Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault. They did show it off a bit more. There is a demo available now, but I know this is gonna be, or I hope this is gonna be a really good follow-up to the first one. And if you don't know what this game is, it's an action RPG on a smaller scale where you explore dungeons during the night and then sell things you find in your shop during the day. Then you expand your shop, get better loot, all that good stuff. I really like the upgraded visuals, very distinct, very cool, very vibrant. It seems like they've done a great job with the different biomes as well. Hopefully they've expanded upon everything the first one did great, and not messed too much with the formula that made the first one so great, so I have high hopes for this one. Release is planned for this year, but no exact date yet. Next up is Martyrs, and the setting for this game is really cool. So apparently the church space program won the space race to the moon, and in the game you're a novice nun that has been sent on a cosmic crusade to repel a biomechanical plague in a quarantined zone around Heaven's Gate. Now that is how you set up a game, holy shit. So in the game you're exploring abandoned drifting space cathedrals, monasteries, as this is a survival type game with of course a horror setting to it. And another interesting aspect to the game is that you have to balance your faith with survival, because if you kill you will become cursed, but if you want to stay faithful and don't kill you have to find other ways to stay alive. The gameplay looks really cool, slow and methodical. You don't really know what's coming around the next corner. You'll have to scavenge, craft, manage. Yeah, I think this one looks great. I can't wait to play this one. Unfortunately, no release date for this one yet. But man, what a great setup for a game. Then we have Ascend to Zero. We of course have to take a look at a roguelike survival type game. And this one has a time-stopping mechanic twist to it. The gameplay itself looks very flashy, very high-paced. Ton of things happening on the screen at the same time. And then you can also stop time to dodge or just spam attacks that get released when time well continues again. And then you have loot you can collect. You have all the classical tiers with different stats for different type of weapons. You have different characters, abilities, and the growth of your character seems to be in focus as you start off real small, but can get crazy powerful at the end. So I'm definitely interested in this one to see how it turns out, how crazy the end game will be. There is a demo for it if you want to try it out right now. Otherwise, there is no release date for this one yet, but hopefully this year. Then we have Morbid Metal. I just made a video about this game the other day, so check that out if you want to see my full breakdown and my thoughts of the game. But it is an hack and slash action roguelite with some really pretty visuals and decent gameplay. I do have some smaller issues with the combat, but it's overall a solid experience. Attacks are very flashy. You get to switch between different characters. In the demo you have 2, in the full game you will have 4, and you're clearing these areas of enemies to get rewards, and then you'll probably have a boss at the end. There is no boss in the demo, which is also a bit disappointing, but I do think the combat is very fun and has a lot of potential within it. The full release for this one is 20th of August this year, so I'm looking forward to that a whole bunch. These were the indie games I found during the Summer Games Fest that I'm excited to play. I hope you found a few too. Thank you so much for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!